Good morning. I am here at Wawa grabbing a coffee because, as you guys already know, I resigned from the company I worked for. I worked for them for about 7 years. And I got to the point where I said, you know what? It's time to go. I'm getting ready to make my way to the terminal to grab a couple things out of the truck and to hand in the trip sheet of the loads I completed that week. The video is coming very soon where I go into detail the series of events that led up to me to make this decision. I'll tell you this much. A lot of times it's not the company you work for. It's more so who they place in management. And in my personal experience, it boils down to that. We're going into detail about every single one of them I had an issue with and why. As a Class A CDL driver, I think it's important for everyone to understand what is it you might be going through when you enter this industry. It's not always peaches and cream. It's a very tough industry to thrive in. This is why I'm going to bring you the reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. We will be going into detail, especially about that HR manager. You want to come into a company looking good on paper, but the dude never was in the transportation industry, period. I mean, if you see this guy, he probably won't be able to park a Prius in an empty parking lot. Then you have the management who wants to think they're cracking whips on drivers. And I do understand sometimes drivers are in the wrong, but I also understand when certain people in management roles want to flex their position, walk around with an S on their chest. But like I said, that's going to come out when I launch my podcast. We will go into detail about all the events that led up to me to make that decision. It wasn't the easiest. It was a very difficult decision for me to make because every customer I went to deliver, they were amazing. We had a really good professional relationship, and I was really cool with most of the drivers or other employees there. Unfortunately, when it came down to management, I was getting uncomfortable, and I'm not one to stay quiet when I feel a certain way. I can admit when I go wrong. But I think the vibe and the energy that's been lingering around for years, it just caught up to me, and any little thing was becoming very irritable. I can no longer work or represent a company that I do not respect the management in place. And it hurts to a sense because I do respect the owner. I do respect the family culture there, but I couldn't bring myself to respect the people at my terminal. A lot of people know the company I ran for, and I ran out of the Morrisville, Pennsylvania terminal. But enough ranting. You guys will get more detail when we talk about it on my podcast. It's time I go clean out the truck and then go do what I enjoy, which would be hitting the gym. It's leg day. Stay safe out there.